So, what has been your favorite musical you've directed?
Well, I'm not the only one that directs them, so the favorite one that I've been a part of, I think, has probably been Millie.
Okay. What has made you want to direct?
Well, I didn't really want to direct, but I just kind of happened upon it, and Mrs. Caraway said, I really think you should direct a Shakespeare troupe for the junior high kids. And so I had done directing in classrooms, and I had done it a long time ago when I taught in Canada, but I hadn't done it for about 15 years or so. So I was just kind of encouraged to get back into it.
How many shows have you directed, like here and at other schools?
Oh my gosh. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I think 8.
What is your favorite musical and why?
My personal favorite musical, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It has always been my all-time favorite since I saw it on Broadway in 1983. And the first time I ever saw it, I fell in love with it. And I love the story of Joseph. It's the biblical story of Joseph and how he is mistreated by his family and yet chooses to forgive. And it also because the music covers every genre of music that we have. And my favorite time seeing it was when they included children to sing a lot of the chorus. So it's my all-time favorite for so many reasons.
Were you happy with the outcome of Thoroughly Modern Millie?
Absolutely. Yeah, I had a blast every single time, every single day, every single night that they performed. It was like seeing it for the first time. That doesn't usually happen for me, so it was fantastic.
What made you choose Thoroughly Modern Millie as the next spring musical for this year?
This past year, I didn't choose it per se. I think I had seen it at Hale Theater, and Mrs. Caraway and I had seen it together, and it was one that just kind of really resonated with me because of the story of human trafficking and I think it's so relevant for today because we are battling that constantly, especially in our city right now. And so I think it was a story that needed to be told. I also thought it was a good one because we had the people that would cast it well. Instead of featuring 1 or 2 or 3 people, we could feature 6 or 7 people consistently, and I really liked the idea of that. So there were a bunch of different musicals that were put onto the table, and then scholars were given an opportunity to have a voice in that. And I mean, and there wasn't anything on there super modern or anything like that this time, but there was, except for Modern Millie. But from the ones that we thought we could cast really well and the ones we thought we had voices for, because we have to think about what it's going to sound like and what it's going to look like. Do we have the people that can cast it? Which is why we couldn't do something like Les Mis, for example, or we couldn't do something that would be predominantly guys unless we casted it, which might happen someday. So they were able to vote on that, and Millie came out on top. So.
Okay, last question. What is the musical you'll be directing next spring?
I can't tell you that answer. I do not have it yet.
You don't have an
no,
idea?
Kids we're going to be choosing again. So we have an idea of things that are coming to the fore, but there has been no announcement made for that. I don't even know which Shakespeare play I'm directing in August. I'm going to do auditions first and then choose which play I'm going to do. So, based on who auditions. Then I know it, same reason. Then I know whether or not I have a cast. It's down to 2 for that, but for the musical we don't know yet. I want kids to choose. So, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.